The last few days have been a whirlwind. So basically what happened was we thought there was something wrong with our truck because it was bucking when we were towing. So we took it into the mechanics. We were thinking it was going to have to be there all week because they couldn't seem to find the problem. Then the mechanic wanted to ride with us as we towed the trailer. So we went, pumped up the tires, hooked up the trailer and towed, no problem. What we realized was that the reason the trailer and the truck were bucking was because we hadn't properly inflated the tires. So that problem has been solved. And so that leaves us with our original plan, which was to leave Tuesday and go on a test run for 5 days camping with the horses. And so we are scrambling to get everything packed, get the trailer loaded, get everything organized and sorted because we're basically going to hit the road and kind of start that process. The reason we hadn't inflated the tires is because we didn't have the right tool to reach that back tire, and it's super difficult to try and get your arm in there and do it. Like, I cut up my arm trying to reach up in there because I have poison ivy, and so me reaching in there with this was painful, and Colin's arms couldn't even fit in there. So we hadn't blown up the tires, and then we were finally able to get it done, and voila, problem solved. So we are happy that it was a simple fix. We're kind of annoyed that we spent so long trying to figure out what it was. So we are loading up the truck now with everything that needs to go to the barn and the trailer and get put into the trailer. We have a lot of stuff. I'm sure we're not even going to take it all, but that's why we need to do our test run, is to see what we actually need. So we have a lot of stuff to go through. Like, we have all these boxes that we've put aside, basically saying, okay, these things need to be looked through. We have some decor down there. So we've been living in Mom and Dad's basement for about a month. It's just been a little chaotic, but we are ready to hit the road. Colin is like an excellent packer. He knows how to put things so they all fit. I do not have that skill, so I just bring the boxes. We got this extra water tank that will remain empty in the back of the truck, and then when we get to campgrounds, we will fill it and move it over here. And so that will just give us, how many gallons is that, Colin?
I want to say like 47 maybe.
So 47 more gallons. So that gives us 3 water sources. So this is for our renovation that you will see later once it's complete. And I think I'm going to have to be working on the renovation while we're camping. You may be wondering what I mean by that, but you will see once it's done. I probably got way more buckets than I actually need. These are just a few of the buckets. These are 7-gallon buckets, so they're really big for water. This will be our manure bucket. This gray thing. You can see that has wheels. This is a washboard for our laundry. We're going to be doing our laundry in buckets, so that's why we need quite a few of them. So going back to the olden days. So the basement was just like the indoor stuff. We have a ton of horse stuff. We need to figure out what we're taking. It's all back here in this shed. Draco, have you been in here? All right, so we're gonna need a hose. This is our 100-foot hose. I don't know if we need that, but we just have some boxes. Like, I have the horses' winter blankets. I'm really thinking I'm not gonna need them, so I may not take them. I have this bucket, all of this stuff. So I just need to like sort through and figure out what we need to take. Colin wants the tarp. This could always go under the seat, I guess. We just need 1. We don't need 2. So an update on the horse trailer. We're gonna go for 5 days and then come back because we have a trailer appointment where they're going to put some stuff on the trailer and fix some things. It doesn't look like we're gonna get a hay rack, mainly because it's gonna take too long to get the part in and it's kind of expensive. And so we may just wait and see how we are in Florida. So we're gonna stay a month in Florida, and that's gonna kind of give us time to regroup, and that will be in December. So we can get anything done there that we need to do. And so we're gonna see how we can do without the hay rack. I think we'll be fine. I think we can fit a lot more hay in that area in the trailer than we realize, and in the bed of the truck.
Carmela wants me to look cool when I ride my bike. So she wants to see this helmet and the new helmet I got for the trip to see which is cooler. I want to wear the other one because this thing is kind of hot and overkill for what I do a lot of time. Okay.
I mean, that one is cool.
Yeah.
Vote down below, people. This is the first helmet.
This is option 2. A lot more comfortable, a lot more breathable.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because you know sometimes bike helmets. That looks good.
Is that okay?
I hadn't seen it on you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean this is a lot nicer.
I'm forcing him to wear a helmet.
Better user experience.
And we have to remember where the saddle rack is now in the horse trailer is coming out. So that's going to give us a lot more storage space. So the last aspect of this trip, what we've been doing is just spending a ton of money. And so I'm ready to be out of that phase.
Me too. I've never ordered so much stuff on Amazon in my life.
No.
And
Because we weren't set up to, number one, camp with horses, and number two, live on the road, like full time. And so we had to just invest in all of those aspects.
because it's not just living with horses, it's essentially like moving to RV life, which neither of us have ever done before.
Right.
And there's just a lot of little bits and bobs you need in order to do that. Like a surge protector, like a water filter,
Tire inflator.
hoses, tire inflator.
And so we should do a cost breakdown for them. I mean, obviously we're not going to cover every single little item we got, but we'll cover the important ones. We just got to put it all together. Okay, this area back here, stuff just needs to go and live in there. Because look, I'm so short, I can't even like reach up in here barely. We're going to take this saddle rack out, but not yet. When we get back from our test run, we will. Because they're going to put saddle racks in the side of the trailer over here. But I'm going to put like my farrier stuff over here and maybe some other things. So right now we have 3 ways to secure our horses when camping. We have a high line, we have an electric fence, and we also have portable corral panels. We have fit the portable corral panels in the living quarters in this cabinet here. I'll show you. Whoa! Like that. And so it takes up a lot of our space in the living quarters. I'm questioning if we even need these things, but we really don't know until we get on the road. And mind you, it was very hard to pack those in there. And so I want to be able to fit the rest of the electric fence material in here too. Let's see what we can do. If this ginormous hose will fit. Hey, Colin. I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, the bungee master. I mean, the hay will kind of hold it in place because the hay is gonna be stacked up against that. Although that's going to be clinking. Well, the hay will be pressed up against it, so it'll be okay.
Poop trowel.
You took my gardening little shovel.
It looked like the little poop shovels I've seen, so eh.
We could maybe take out that saddle rack and I could put my saddles in the back of the truck, like in the second row of seats.
If you're good with that, I'm good with that.
Because that is just so much storage space right now that we don't have.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agreed.
Let's take it out then.
Okay.
So now you can see how much space that opens up. So we're getting somewhere, emptying some boxes.
So I'm unpacking boxes on the inside, trying to find places for everything to go. And really kind of get an idea if we need like organizers to hold things better. Essential thing you've got to have in any house is a junk drawer. Already making really good use of this one.
So Colin has been working inside the trailer while I've been working packing up the outside. So I'm just gonna see how he did. It's above the dinette. This will be our charging station where we're gonna charge all of our cameras, mainly because there is an outlet right here. So we could run the cord from there, although nothing's in here. What is this, Colin? Our medical kit?
Yeah.
This is a medical kit for us that has medicine, dog medicine, just some other stuff. Booklet of trailer information. Above the microwave. So it's our laundry stuff, some renovation stuff, the laundry wire, everything we need to do laundry. The extra filter for the AC and stuff. Back here does not have a whole lot of storage. Just bleep. Just this shelf behind the mirror. And so we're looking at this drawer here and thinking maybe we can leave this half of the space for bathroom storage since it's so close to the bathroom. This is our outdoor fuel stove. We also have this one in here. This one's just so close to the wall. I just am not a fan of that. So we'll probably use the outdoor one as much as we can. Okay, so we have a tent down here. This is a 1-person tent. Some garden candles. We actually did not use a whole lot of space inside, which I was surprised at. Got these drawers. Cooking. Colin, let's get an organizer for this stuff so it doesn't slide around everywhere. Here we just have a bunch of like disposable forks and knives, plates. These are the plates we have that are like plastic. And then we have all our cooking stuff. We have Tupperware here. Our pots and pans fold into one pan. So everything we need on that aspect. We have some cutting boards, strainer, mixing bowl. We're going to put the trash can. And someone else also told me with RVs, you want to make sure you have a trash can for toilet paper because you don't want to flush a whole lot of toilet paper. So we will get another larger trash can for in the bathroom. In this little tiny baby cabinet is all our cleaning supplies. You know, with such a small space, I'm sure it's going to get dirty quickly because we've kind of already realized that. So we got to make sure we have what we need to clean. And then lastly, this cabinet here, we're going to put all our shoes in. So we're thinking about like putting some shelves in there just so we can stack our shoes up. Here, notice the counter. This is a sneak peek on our renovation, which we will be finishing, but y'all aren't getting the full look until it's done. This is just a junk drawer. So we got a lighter, we got flashlights, headlamps, extra tools, just a bunch of different stuff we may need. Above the sink, we got Colin's bike helmet, some bags, hammocks, everything basically it looks like for hiking, trail riding, an extra car filter, an air filter. Above the stove, a popcorn bucket.
With spices and stuff in it.
You said there's spices and stuff in there. Okay, well we may want to reorganize that and put it down here so I can actually see when I'm cooking.
Yeah.
So there's just spices and stuff in there. Above the fridge, we have all of our games and stuff that we can play on the road. Some books. I got my lawyer books for school. And then this huge cabinet is still open, so we can fit stuff in here, and there's a lot of space. Under here, and our cushions are gone because we're getting them reupholstered. But under here, right now we have Starlink, but we still have a lot of space. I mean, we could pile stuff up in here, so that's pretty neat. I have under this bench, right now we just have a tarp, and then we have access to some stuff under there. So we still got a lot of space. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I thought we would definitely fill it up. And we still have those cabinets. We do have drawers in there if you want to show them.
Yeah. So this is where we plan to keep a lot of our clothes and stuff. It's a really big closet. Open those up so you can see. Our problem is that these just keep falling open. So we may have to just like pull them in closer so that when we're moving, they don't open up on us.
Just went to the store. We went to the feed store, got some hay. Got some just necessities like trash cans and stuff for the trailer. The generator's going right now, but I'll show you what we did with the hay. So we got 5 bales for our test run, fit all in this first door, and we have the divider up, so it's between the stall and the hay right there. Where we're going does have pasture and they'll be in the electric fence, so I'm only bringing 5 bales just because I don't really think I'm gonna need them. So that's a safe and sorry. Okay, so it is leaving day. We are packing up and then we are heading out for our trial run. So the truck is literally packed full. I will show you all. It is packed full in the back. And then it's also packed full in here. And so we need to get all of that into this and we just hope everything fits. I'll show y'all what this thing is. This is a roadside safety kit from Double D Horse Trailers, and it's gonna live in our truck. And I'm just gonna go through what all is in it because all of this stuff is really good if you're in an emergency or your other equipment stops working. We got twine. I got him. Hey, buddy. Yes, he gave me poison ivy, but I still love him and I'll still pet him. We got some ponchos, so if we have to work out in the rain. 2 things where you don't really think about it until you need it and then you wish you had it. Am I right? And then if we open this, they also sent this bag to store all of this. We have like a thing to carry water in, which is great, especially when you have horses. You always have to be thinking about water. So there's a few different things of that. There is a air pump for the tires. So trailer tires and the truck tires run a little high with the PSI. And so we're not gonna use this regularly, but if we get in a situation where we need air in a pinch, this will come in handy. Work gloves, another good thing to have. We got jumper cables, which is great. I always like having a few pair of these just because, number one, you never know where you're gonna be. You never know who you're gonna run into because maybe you'll need to help someone. It may not always be for you. These are lights you can have out if you get stuck somewhere or something. They are battery operated and there's batteries included. They're also magnetic. You have a tire wrench, great to have, especially for me. I've been in a situation where I've been by myself and I had to change a tire, and if I didn't have the right equipment, it would have been really hard. So I appreciate having this in the pack. Roll of duct tape. There's nothing duct tape can't fix temporarily. An extra set of chocks to stabilize yourself, especially with the trailer. You always have to be thinking about that. There are 3 of these cones that fold in, and so if you get stuck on the side of the road, you know, you can put these out so people can see you. And my dad was a state trooper, and so this is all stuff where I'm like, yes, you need this, and he's all about safety, and so I hear him talk about that all the time. Electrical tape, you know, with horse trailers, there's a bunch of wiring around, especially with living quarters, so you always want to have that around, especially with horses because they may see a wire and want to chew on it. Here is a rechargeable headlamp. So once again, if for some reason you have to be working out in the dark with your car, this is just going to make your life a whole lot easier. This is a fluorescent vest to make you visible on the side of the road when you're working. Like I said, my dad's a state trooper. You hear awful accidents that happen all the time, so it's best to be visible. So with these and these 3 cones you have, you know, you're really catching people's attention. And here's a lubricant. So this kit is basically everything you need that you don't think of until you're in a situation where you need it. So if you want to check this out, it's at the link in the description. And if you're pulling a horse trailer, you know, horses add a whole other piece to the puzzle. You don't want to be caught not prepared. And so having something like this is very useful. Draco's excited. Are you wanting to go in your new house? Come on. This is what packing up our closet looks like. This is my cute little stool I got from Five Below, so I can reach the cabinets, because the cabinets in here are like way over my head. I got this useful thing. I really wanted to just dust off this generator, even though, I mean, it looks like it's just like that, but I just want it clean. All right, this is my tub of like medical supplies, and I'm gonna actually bring this water tub for the horses, but I have a nifty little shelf for all of this. Always need vet wrap, latex gloves, thermometer, saddle cleaning stuff. I think that's all that's really gonna fit in there. We took out the saddle rack, and so now we have all that space for storage, and it works really well. So I'm glad that we did that. Colin has the electric fence that we just pulled up. My grain is gonna go in this trash can. It's not gonna get dumped in there. I'm just gonna place the bags in there. And we have a few bags of sawdust that need to go in the front stall in the trailer. Well, that's shut with this. Let's see. Oh yeah, plenty of space, but we do need to bungee that. Colin bungeed in the sawdust and the trash can. I'm gonna place it this here too. So you can see I just kind of like piled my food up in there.
So it's now 1:05 p.m. I think Carmela's original plan was to try and be there by 1, but that obviously didn't happen. We had to pump up all the tires with this new air pump that we got, and it just took a lot longer than we thought it would. We're packed up officially now. Carmela's going to get the horses, and then we're going to get on the road and go to our very first campsite.